Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Let's have a quick conversation. That unfortunate story that's been making the rounds concerning universities in Benin and Togo, Benin Republic and Togo, has been making the rounds. Let's have conversations around that one this morning with Mr. Kayode Abubakar, who is a former president of the National Association of Nigerian Students in Ghana. That he was president, just so you know, and he'll give us more details about. He was with the UCC alumnus and also Accra Business School. Thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure being here this morning.
Let's understand what your take is on this conversation. What do you make of all that is going on?
First, we must salute the courage and the initiative of the new Nigerian journalist that embarked on the investigative work on the certification in Benin Republic, the certificate racketeering.
Just a quick one on that. Your colleague yesterday, well, he's president of NANS in Benin Republic now. Okay. He called for his arrest.
Well, that's his own perspective. I will state my own perspective in that regard. First, we must salute his courage. I live in Ghana, and I know that investigative journalism is something that the government and the people of Ghana really appreciate a lot. And we, as a citizen, responsible citizens of Nigeria, must continue to encourage them to do further of that, even in our social strata in Nigeria. So, leaving that, over the past couple of days, a lot of information has been, flying around, and I think my own perspective to this is that I think we need to be more introspective, in the sense that when issues like this happen in Nigeria, we try to sensationalize it, The media has a lot of role to play to call on responsible government agencies like the NUC, for instance, and the evaluation unit of the Ministry of Education, and as well as the NYC on the part. Sincerely speaking, NYC on the part has been quite progressive in this regard. However, we need to shed more light on the activities of the evaluation unit of the Ministry of Education, and as well as the National University Commission. Now, immediately this happened, and the Ministry of Education set up a committee. NUC released a bulletin. That bulletin was purportedly, it's going around blogs as if it happened in 2024. No, NUC did not shut down any institution in 2024. That was an incident that happened in 2016. And if we are to move forward, as I said, that we should be more introspective here, the media must press hard on these agencies to do their job well. Because in the middle of all this, we have innocent tens of thousands of Nigerian students with parents who are citizens of Nigeria who are looking for the right course with the right intention to access tertiary education either within Nigeria or outside of Nigeria, which is not a bad thing anyway.
The document that the NUC put out, yes. The one that I believe that you're talking about, yes, is dated January 4th. 2024.
But I'm telling you.
I'm not sure that that's the correct one. Yeah. There is a bulletin they put out. Okay, yes. This is it.
So it's 4th January. 25th
December, actually.
Okay.
2023, 25th December 2023.
Okay.
That's when this one is purportedly put out.
Okay.
You said it's not current?
It's not current. I can put my money on it that it's not current. And I sent a link here earlier on. Well, that was dated June 2016. Yes. Let me tell you, sir. In 2016, I was the president of NANS in Ghana. Okay. And we were involved because 3 Ghanaian institutions were mentioned. Unfortunately, those institutions mentioned, there are no connection to Ghana at all. There were some unscrupulous elements who are probably Nigerians, of course, who were running those centers illegally within the Nigerian territory. Now, the point I'm making is that when we put some of this information out there, in the midst of this chaos, clarity is needed. Clarity for guidance for innocent Nigerians with genuine intentions, mind you. I agree with the Minister of Education that says that those who try to go to Benin or to go to procure, they are criminals. Yes. However, we must acknowledge the fact that there are innocent tens of thousands of Nigerian school leavers who are going out there to Kenya, to Uganda, to Ghana. I mean, Ghana is an educational hub in West Africa. I'm proud to have my first and second, third degree in Ghana. I'm proud of the Accra Business School as well. And University of Cape Coast that was involved, according to THE World University, is #1 ranked university in West Africa. I don't want Nigeria to be caught up with unnecessary issue with different countries because we are lampooning on the integrity of those institutions right here in Nigeria because the news went viral and it has gone global. I'm telling you that the bulletin by NUC has been published in Ghana and the university had to respond and told them that it's fake news completely.
Well, on that particular document that you're talking about, it's actually very interesting because I looked at the 2 documents, the one published in 2016 and the one published in December 25, 2023. A few changes were noticed. Like, for instance, there's a Sunday at Dokpala University somewhere.
Yeah,
it is not on the 2023 list.
Yeah.
There's the West African Union University. It is not on the 2023 list. Gospel Missionary Foundation is not on the. Well, there are those
little differences there. But you know, the way the news went viral, it was as if it was newly done, and that news overrides that of Benin Republic and Togo, and the committee work that the ministry has given responsibility for them to do. So the point is that the media has a lot of role to play here to ensure that they take responsibility, take charge in shaping the narrative rightly, also to protect those innocent young Nigerians. And the narrative that maybe it's not a sin to go outside the country and study. People go to the US, whatever, but the NUC is charged with the responsibility to ensure that if any foreign organization is coming to establish campus in Nigeria, goes to the NUC and is approved as such. And the media also help in publicizing some of these events. In Ghana, for instance, let me put it that way, there's an organization like the NUC equivalent in GTEC, Ghana Tertiary Education Commission in Ghana. It is very difficult in Ghana to operate 6 months without being detected in the system. And the citizens are also well informed. It's very difficult for Ghana to fall prey of all this mushroom or illegal operation of all these foreign institutions. So right here in Nigeria as well, NUC, what I thought it should be doing right now is to partner with the media to sensitize our people about the protocols and about the establishment of the commission, establishment of the Ministry of Education, and their roles and what to do, and to sensitize innocent Nigerians, because we know that universities in Nigeria cannot accommodate all the school leavers available in this country. Okay,
perhaps this is part of the reason for this conversation that we're having.
It's causing more confusion than clarity. Okay. That's where the media should come in to clarify.
What is causing confusion now?
The bulletin by the NUC.
Well, the bulletin by the NUC, the 2023
2016, that was reprinted again this time.
They don't have much difference.
I see.
Because of about five
institutions, which are Nigerians. Okay. Nigeria owned.
Now, what is instructive about the current brouhaha, so to speak, is that someone was able to procure a certificate in a university in Benin Republic within 6 months, an extremely short time. And he was also able to use the same certificate to enroll for the NYSC in Nigeria. That is the issue, and it is something that is troubling anyone. Exactly. What do you think happened in that regard, particularly in the Benin Republic?
It's quite unfortunate, and that's why I said earlier on that we need collaborations among even the government agencies. Because for NYSC, we've tried severally to engage the NYSC, even for Ghana. And over time, the Ministry of Education, the NYSC's job to try and conduct tests, they make life so unbearable. And the journalists from Nigerian affirmed the fact that it was difficult through the NYSC process. What they made the foreign trade graduate go through, it's an uphill task to get verified, before you go through the service. However, the lapses there, the technicality as far as the template biometric is concerned, is something that needs to be looked into. Because I believe, I had my own process as well, and I believe that once you have a fingerprint captured, if you come back again, irrespective of having different email or phone number, technology should be able to detect that, Kayode Obaka has already registered before or has passed through this system and should be detected by the system. Those are the areas I think the media should shed more light on, so that this kind of bulletin by NUC will not distract us from the main agenda, which is a very critical matter. Because we must ensure that we defend the integrity of certification that whoever individual Nigerians get within Nigeria and outside of Nigeria. Very, very important.
Just one last question here now, is the fact that, as you began by saying, that about 10 to 15,000 students in some of these countries, their certifications are at stake now, and all of that. So, and the federal government, of course, has put its foot down. It's going to widen its net and to try to get some of these things done. So, the question that I'd like to ask you is, what are the considerations that you would recommend for the federal government to make, particularly for genuine students?
With genuine interest, yes. That's why I say that we should be focused on these responsible citizens who are there with the right intention to pursue tertiary education, which we know that we need to first look at the cause of the problem. Do we have the right academic environment in Nigeria to accommodate all these numbers that we're showing out from secondary schools every year? The JAMB issue is something that we need to look into as well. In Ghana, for instance, there is no every university reserves the right to, the admission process. Once you pass WASI, you proceed to the individual admission process of the institution, and that has been quite effective. Some of the people that probably failed JAMB here will go to Ghana and do well. University of Cape Coast, for instance, in Nigeria, had almost 6 awards from the medical field about 2-3 years ago. Cleared about 6 out of 14 awards there as a Nigerian. That individual might have been struggling over there in Nigeria, who could not even access there, and is doing well today. So the point is that we need to look in what I said earlier. I said we should be more introspective. The situation at that very unfortunate situation has given us the avenue to be more responsible with our agenda as a nation, agenda setting of the Ministry of Education, and find a solution to how we can widen the net. Look at the individuality of these institutions to be more independent, so that they can be able to manage the admission process widely, and look into this of JAMB question. If JAMB is really needed or not, looking forward.
That's another conversation altogether. We'll have to thank you so much for your perspectives today. Kayode Abubakar is a former president of the National Association of Nigerian Students in Ghana. He is a UCC alumnus and also Accra Business School. Thank you again for your time.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.